We have a large triangle, ABC. A vertical line from the top vertex A drops straight down to point D, splitting the big triangle into two smaller triangles. On the left is triangle ADB. On the right is triangle ADC. Here are the clues. The angle at C is exactly 60 degrees. The left side, AB, is 6 units long. And the biggest clue of all, the vertical segment AD is exactly the same length as the left base segment BD. Our goal is to find the exact area of the entire triangle. The area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. The height is the vertical segment AD, and the base is the entire length BC. So let's find those two lengths. We'll start with triangle ADB. Since AD is vertical and BD is horizontal, this is a right triangle. And because AD equals BD, it is an isosceles right triangle. Let's call each of those equal legs A. Now apply the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus A squared equals 6 squared. So 2A squared equals 36. Divide both sides by 2, A squared equals 18. Taking the square root gives A equals the square root of 18, which simplifies to 3 root 2. So we now know AD equals 3 root 2, and BD also equals 3 root 2. Now let's move to triangle ADC. This is also a right triangle. One angle is 90 degrees, another is 60 degrees, so the remaining angle must be 30 degrees. That makes it a classic 30, 60, 90 triangle. In this special triangle, if the shortest side is x, then the hypotenuse is 2x, and the longer leg is x root 3. We already know the longer leg. It is AD, which equals 3 root 2. So, x root 3 equals 3 root 2. Divide both sides by root 3, we get x equals 3 root 2 divided by root 3. Now simplify it. Since 3 divided by root 3 equals root 3, this becomes root 3 times root 2, which is simply root 6. So the remaining base segment, CD, is exactly root 6. We're almost done. The entire base of the large triangle is BD plus DC, which is 3 root 2 plus root 6. The height is 3 root 2. Now plug everything into the area formula. Area equals 1/2 times our height of 3 root 2 times our entire base quantity, 3 root 2 plus root 6. Here's a nice simplification. Notice that root 6 is root 2 times root 3. So we can factor root 2 out of the parentheses. Now we have 1/2 times 3 root 2 times root 2 times the quantity 3 plus root 3. Since root 2 times root 2 equals 2, that 2 cancels perfectly with the 1/2. Everything becomes wonderfully clean. We are left with 3 times the quantity 3 plus root 3. Finally, distribute the 3. Our exact area is 9 plus 3 root 3. And that's our final answer. If you enjoyed this puzzle, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.